Welcome back to the channel, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today we are talking about a truly special find, the 1970 Queen Elizabeth II Australian coin without a mint mark. A piece that could be worth big money even in fine condition. Let's get started. The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of Australia major currency transition from pounds to dollars and cents. The first version was made of 80% silver, but due to the high cost of silver, it was quickly replaced in 1969 by a new copper-nickel round design which continued into 1970. The 1970 issue therefore represents one of the earliest non-silver 50-cent coins, making it historically important. The new metal composition allowed the coin to remain in regular use without being melted down for its metal value while millions were minted. These coins still attract collectors who are passionate about the early decimal series of Queen Elizabeth II. On the obverse side, the 1970 Australian 50-cent coin features the first official decimal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machine. This elegant profile shows the young queen facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland diamond tiara, one of her signature royal jewellery pieces. The inscription Elizabeth II Australia 1970 encircles the portrait. Coins from this period beautifully capture the youth and dignity of the monarch, reflecting both British tradition and Australia independent national identity even in fine condition. You can see the major facial details, though there may be wear on the queen hair and the rim edges. Flipping the coin over reveals a stunning and deeply symbolic reverse. The Australian coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin, one of the country's most respected coin designers. At the centre is the shield representing Australia's 6 states, supported by the national animals the kangaroo and the emu. Above the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, and below is a decorative wreath. This detailed design is both elegant and meaningful, symbolising the unity and pride of the Australian Federation. The coin denomination 50 appears prominently beneath the shield, even in fine condition. The reverse retains much of its design depth, though the highest relief areas on the animals and shield may show flattening from circulation. The 1970 50-cent coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a durable silvery finish without containing any precious metal. The coin weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.5 millimeters, and features a dodecagonal 12-sided shape, a design introduced in 1969 to distinguish it from the earlier round silver issue. This shape makes the 50-cent coin uniquely Australian and easily recognizable. Its solid construction and nickel alloy make it resistant to wear and corrosion, which is why many examples still appear in circulation even decades later. In 1970, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced approximately 16,500,000 of these 50-cent coins, a reasonably large mintage for the time. Because of this high production number, the 1970 issue is not considered rare, but it holds importance as part of the early post-silver transitional years. These coins were widely circulated throughout the 1970s and 1980s, meaning most surviving examples today are in lower grades like fine or very fine, uncirculated or proof versions. However, are becoming more desirable, especially those stored in their original mint sets, which are now collectible items themselves. When we describe a 1970 50-cent coin as being in fine condition, it means the coin has seen moderate circulation. The main design elements are visible, but much of the fine detail, like the queen's hair strands or the finer shield lines, will be worn smooth. The high points of the kangaroo and emu may be flattened, and there may be small contact marks or rim wear. However, all inscriptions, numbers, and major shapes remain readable and clear. Fine condition coins are affordable, making them great for beginner collectors looking to build a complete year set of Australian decimal coins. without spending a fortune. In fine condition, the 1970 Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coin without a mint mark generally has a collector value of around 75 cents to $1.50 AUD, slightly above face value. In extremely fine condition, it may be worth $2, $3 and in uncirculated, mint state condition, it can fetch $5 to $10 AUD or more depending on its shine and strike quality. Proof coins from official mint sets can be valued significantly higher, sometimes $20 or beyond, depending on collector demand. While not a rare coin, its historical placement in the early decimal series gives it enduring appeal in Australian numismatics. The 1970 50-cent coin remains a favourite among collectors because it represents a turning point in Australian currency history. It marks the full transition from silver to copper-nickel coinage, symbolising Australia modernisation and self-reliance for numismatists. This coin is a reminder of how design, tradition and practicality come together in everyday currency. The beautiful coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin continues to appear on the coin to this day, making the 1970 issue both familiar and historically important. Many collectors include it in early decimal year sets, making it a must-have piece for anyone interested in building a full post-1966 Australian coin collection. And that wraps up our detailed look at the 1970 Queen Elizabeth II 50-cent coin from Australia. It may not be a rare treasure, but it a fascinating part of Australian coinage history, connecting the silver legacy of the 1960s to the modern nickel coins still in use today. From its royal portrait to its national coat of arms, this coin represents pride, progress, and unity. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our next episode about rare and valuable coins from around the world. Drop a comment below and let us know, do you have a 1970 50-cent coin in your collection? You might be holding a small but meaningful piece of Australia monetary heritage.